All right, so today we're diving back in time,
Cool.
back to January 8th, 2025.
Okay.
We're going to India,
Sounds good.
and we've got a stack of newspapers right here. We've got NDTV,
Mm-hmm.
Jagran Josh,
Okay.
Deccan Herald,
Nice.
and we're going to try to figure out, what was going on in India on that day.
Cool.
Kind of get a snapshot,
Yeah.
what were the big stories, what was on people's minds.
Yeah, it's always fascinating to look back at these like little slices of time, right?
Yeah.
And see kind of what a country was preoccupied with, what their hopes were, anxieties, all that.
Absolutely.
It's all right there in the headlines.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
Front and center in a lot of these papers is the Delhi Assembly elections.
Oh, wow.
Big deal. Those are coming up,
Okay.
set for February 5th,
Right.
with results coming in on the 8th.
Wow. So that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Super quick turnaround.
Yeah.
So that's definitely top of mind for a lot of people.
Yeah. Makes sense. Elections are always a big deal.
Yeah.
But while we're on the topic of politics,
Yep.
I noticed something kind of interesting in Jagran, Josh.
Okay.
It looks like the RSS unions, those groups tied to the ruling party,
Yeah.
they're putting forward some pretty big changes to taxes and agriculture.
Interesting.
And they're doing this right before the budget talks.
Oh, so the timing of that is kind of...
Well, it makes you wonder, right? Is
Yeah.
this like genuine policy stuff?
Right.
Or are they trying to, nudge voters in a certain direction?
Oh, yeah. Could be a bit of electioneering going on there.
Exactly. It's a clever move.
Yeah.
Could really swing things.
It's a gamble, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it might alienate some voters.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. High risk, high reward.
Yeah. Definitely some political maneuvering happening there.
Absolutely.
Now, let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Over to Pakistan, actually.
Oh, our neighbors.
Yeah, it looks like they're having their own political drama unfolding.
Oh, really? What's going on?
So the PTI leaders are demanding access to Imran Khan
Oh, okay.
before they'll enter into any government talks.
Right. So for those who might not know PTI, that's a major political party in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
And Imran Khan, well, he's a pretty big figurehead for them.
Yeah, and they've been kind of butting heads with the current government for a while now.
So this demand for access to Khan, it's kind of a power play,
Yeah.
showing that there's still a lot of distrust there. And, this could have ripple effects.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, beyond just Pakistani politics, it could affect their relationship with India, too.
For sure.
It's all connected.
Speaking of connections,
Yeah.
remember we were talking about those earthquake tremors in Delhi?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it turns out
What?
those were actually aftershocks from a bigger quake that hit Nepal.
Wow. So it really traveled.
Yeah.
That's incredible and a little scary.
Yeah, and it really shows you how interconnected the whole region is.
For sure. Not just geographically.
Right.
But in terms of like disaster preparedness and response,
Absolutely.
it's like a wake-up call for the whole region to work together.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're ready for the next one.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's not a matter of if,
Right.
but when.
All right, so let's move on to some health news.
Okay.
There's this headline that caught my eye about a virus
Oh.
called human metapneumovirus, or HMPV.
HMPV.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is.
And experts are warning that cases in India are being underreported.
Okay, so I'm not super familiar with this one.
Yeah, it's not as well known as like the flu or COVID,
Right.
but it can be pretty nasty, especially for kids and older folks.
Oh, so the vulnerable populations?
Exactly.
So why are they saying it's underreported?
Well, it seems like a lot of cases are just being missed.
Oh, so they're probably out there,
Yeah,
but not getting diagnosed.
right. And that's a problem because if you don't have accurate data,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really manage outbreaks effectively.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, folks who are at high risk might not be getting the treatment they need.
Right. Early intervention is key with these things.
Exactly.
So what can people do to stay safe?
Well, the usual stuff still applies: good hygiene.
Right. Washing hands.
Exactly. And staying informed about any health advisories.
Mm-hmm. And
if you start having any respiratory symptoms, especially if you're in one of those high-risk groups,
Mm-hmm.
get to a doctor. ASEI. ASAP.
Good advice.
Okay, let's switch gears again
Okay.
to something a little less,
Heavy.
heavy.
Okay.
So IIT Roorkee, one of the top engineering schools in India,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
they just released the admit cards for the GATE 2025 exam.
Ah, the GATE exam.
Yeah, so for anyone who's not familiar with this.
Yeah, what is that?
So GATE stands for the Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering.
Okay.
And it's basically like the golden ticket to
Okay.
get into the best postgraduate programs in India.
Wow. So it's like a make or break exam?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, so all those engineering grads are probably sweating bullets right now.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, and it's not just about individual students.
Right.
It's also seen as kind of a measure of India's technical talent pool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like how well the country's doing in terms of
Hmm.
research and innovation, all that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, now for all the cricket fans out there,
Oh, boy.
we got some news that might be a little disappointing.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Jasprit Bumrah.
The bowler.
Yeah, he's out with an injury.
Mm.
Yeah, and it looked like he's going to miss the ODIs against England
Oh, no.
and the Champions Trophy.
That's a huge blow.
Yeah, he's a key player in the Indian bowling attack.
Totally. I mean, his speed, his accuracy,
Yeah.
he's a game changer.
Big time.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to put some pressure on the rest of the team.
Yeah, they're going to have to step up.
For sure.
But, sometimes these things can be blessings in disguise.
Oh, how so?
Well, it could be a chance for some of the younger players to shine.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will step up and become the next big star.
It's an opportunity for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's move away from the cricket pitch now
Okay.
and into the courtroom.
Interesting.
So the Supreme Court just dismissed a custody plea for a Bengaluru techie's son.
Oh, wow. So I'm guessing there's a lot more to that story than just the headline.
Yeah, definitely. We don't have all the details,
Right.
but it makes you think about all the human drama that's unfolding behind the scenes.
Absolutely. I mean, custody battles are never easy.
No.
And there's always so much at stake.
Yeah, it's a reminder that these headlines represent real people with real lives and real emotions.
Exactly.
Okay, last but not least,
Okay.
a quick glimpse at some international news.
Okay.
So the U.S. Congress just confirmed Donald Trump's presidential victory.
Wait, so this is 2025.
Yeah.
So that would be his second term.
You get it.
Wow! Against all odds.
Apparently.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's just a small blurb in the paper, but it shows how much global events still matter in India.
Yeah, people are still paying attention to what's happening in the world.
Makes sense.
Well, you have it.
Wow.
A little snapshot of India on January 8th, 2025.
Yeah.
We saw a little bit of everything.
We did.
Politics, earthquakes, cricket family drama.
It's amazing how much can happen in a single day.
Right. Even a seemingly ordinary Wednesday can be pretty eventful.
It makes you realize that history is happening all around us.
Yeah, constantly.
All the time.
And, each of these headlines is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
There's so many stories beneath the surface
Oh, I bet.
waiting to be uncovered.
It makes you wonder what else was going on that day.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe in a future deep dive, we'll pick one of these stories.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and really dig in and see what we can find.
Yeah, uncover those hidden narratives.
Exactly. So until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the world around you.
Always good advice.
See ya!
See ya.